Sawasdee ka, and thank you for joining us for the evening edition of NBT World Brief on NBT and NBT World. You're with me, Sandra Han Utsaha. In our first story, the Ministry of Justice has mobilized a joint task force to inspect 11 major oil depots across the southern region following reports of irregular stock movements. Justice Minister Police Lieutenant General Ruttapon Nawarat led the operation in Surat Thani, targeting 6 facilities responsible for fuel distribution in the Upper South. Preliminary inspections revealed that certain large-scale traders recorded significantly higher fuel intake volumes in March compared to their outgoing sales. This trend differs from records in February, where incoming and outgoing volumes were balanced. Authorities are now expanding their investigation to determine if these operators are intentionally withholding or delaying sales without a valid justification, a practice that could disrupt the domestic energy supply. Officials warned that any entities found guilty of fuel hoarding could face prison sentences of up to 7 years. In cases involving major depots, the Department of Special Investigation will take over the inquiry. Provincial commerce officials will also file formal complaints with investigators to initiate criminal proceedings if evidence of misconduct is confirmed. The Justice Minister emphasized that if the hoarding is found to be coordinated, the government will pursue charges related to criminal association. Such cases will also trigger financial investigations under money laundering statutes to ensure comprehensive enforcement. The crackdown aims to prevent artificial shortages and protect consumers from unfair pricing during the current regional energy uncertainty. In our next story, a prolonged Middle East conflict could result in Thailand losing 3 to 4 million international tourists. Yuttasak Supason, chairman of the Industrial Estate Authority of Thailand and former governor of the Tourism Authority of Thailand, or TAT, made the statement. He noted that the tourism sector remains highly sensitive to external shocks, having faced significant crises nearly every 2 years, ranging from the pandemic to shifting geopolitical tensions. Data from the first 3 months of 2026 shows that Thailand welcomed approximately 9.24 million visitors, with China remaining the top source market, followed by Malaysia, Russia, India, and South Korea. However, daily arrival numbers have recently dipped below 100,000, with Chinese arrivals falling as low as 9,500 on certain days. Yuttasak estimated that total arrivals this year may stay close to 33 million, but a worst-case scenario involving extended warfare could trigger an economic loss of 200 to 300 billion baht. The former TAT governor observed that Thailand is increasingly viewed as a safe haven, evidenced by the growing number of Russian nationals seeking long-term stays and foreigners moving away from risk zones. He suggested that the government capitalize on this opportunity by developing the country into a regional hub for medical services, wellness, and mental recovery, as well as a center for international meetings and business negotiations. He further recommended updating visa policies to better attract digital nomads and freelance workers. To mitigate the impact of the ongoing global instability, Yuttasak advised a strategic shift toward nearby markets such as India to compensate for declines in long-haul travel. Prime Minister ANUTIN delivered a national address today, April 2nd, to commemorate Thai Heritage Conservation Day. He reaffirmed the commitment of the government to preserving and promoting the cultural legacy of Thailand while expanding its presence and influence on the global stage. The annual observance coincides with the birthday anniversary of Her Royal Highness Princess Mahachakree Sirinthorn. The Prime Minister honored the princess for her lifelong dedication to safeguarding the arts, culture, and traditional knowledge of the nation, which serve as the foundation of national identity passed down through generations. The central administration views cultural heritage as both a source of national pride and a significant economic asset that supports the creative economy. This strategy involves integrating cultural resources into tourism, education, and international cooperation. Authorities are currently working to develop these resources through extensive cross-sector collaboration to ensure they remain vibrant and relevant. The Premier concluded his address by calling upon the general public to actively participate in the preservation and advancement of Thai traditions. The Thailand Environment Institute, or TEI, is urging the government to address the PM 2.5 crisis by targeting its root causes, specifically through stricter burning controls and improved land management.
TEI President Wichansima reported that seasonal wildfires in northern Thailand have expanded significantly, with hotspots detected in protected forests, national reserve forests, and agricultural zones. This environmental challenge is further exacerbated by transboundary haze originating from neighboring Myanmar and Laos. Nearly 2,000 hotspots have been identified within forest areas, often stemming from complex land use issues, while some communities resided in these areas before they were officially designated as state land. Others have encroached on forest territory for monoculture farming, utilizing fire to clear land for new crops. Experts believe that accelerating the clear allocation of land rights would allow authorities to hold specific individuals accountable for illegal burning and improve the overall efficiency of legal enforcement. The TEI also recommends implementing economic measures to discourage burning. Proposed strategies include cutting off access to state support programs for those found responsible for fires and restricting market channels for their produce. Furthermore, there is a call for a broader policy to reject agricultural products linked to burning practices, both from domestic sources and imports, to create a strong financial incentive for farmers to adopt more sustainable methods. Regional efforts are also being strengthened through the Clear Sky strategy involving Thailand, Myanmar, and Laos. The National Research Council of Thailand is currently conducting research to develop concrete cooperation mechanisms to reduce transboundary haze in the long term. This initiative aims to synchronize fire management policies and monitoring systems across the border to protect the health of citizens throughout the region.
And in one last news piece, the Department of Marine and Coastal Resources has collaborated with PTT Exploration and Production and a network of partners to launch the Ocean for Life project at Koh Tao in Surat Thani province. The initiative aims to restore marine ecosystems by creating a new underwater landscape for artificial reefs. The site is scheduled to officially open for divers in the middle of this month. The underwater park features 9 large-scale sculptures representing rare marine species, including whale sharks, green sea turtles, seahorses, and eagle rays. Each sculpture stands approximately 2.5 meters tall. In addition to these centerpieces, more than 90 modern artificial coral units have been installed across an area of 10,000 square meters at the Buoyancy World Diving Training Zone. The artificial reefs provide vital habitats for marine life while serving as a new attraction for tourists. By redirecting divers to this site, authorities hope to reduce the environmental pressure on natural coral reefs. PTT Exploration and Production reaffirmed its commitment to utilizing eco-friendly innovations to support sustainable marine conservation in Thailand. And that wraps up our evening edition of NBT World Brief. Stay updated with the latest developments right here on NBT and NBT World. And for more stories, simply scan the QR code on your screen to access our full coverage across all media platforms. Until next time, I'm Sandra Han Utsaha. สวัสดีค่ะ